The Hollywood It Girl, the year you were born. The It Girl is the girl that has unmistakable extra appeal that makes her stand out among the rest. For decades, Hollywood has been the source of the next It Girl, a young woman who became an icon of beauty and style. Have you ever wondered who the Hollywood It Girl was the year you were born? Here they are. 1934. Ginger Rogers. Ginger Rogers will forever be remembered as one half of one of Hollywood's most beloved dancing pairs. Beginning in 1933, she became Fred Astaire's favorite dancing partner and leading lady. 1935. Bette Davis. Two-time Academy Best Actress winner, Bette Davis was famous for many things, not just for her formidable acting talent. She was known for her acerbic wit, no-holds-barred opinions, and her rivalry with another star, Joan Crawford. 1936. Greta Garbo. Greta Lovisa Gustafsson was a Swedish actress who became an American icon. Mysterious, ethereal, with a face that made it difficult to look away. Garbo held her public under a spell for many years, even after she retired from film. 1937. Katharine Hepburn. She's Kate Hepburn of the high cheekbones, sharp enough to cut with an independent, headstrong, outspoken personality. Smart and strong-willed, she kept her unconventional lifestyle, wearing pants before it became acceptable for women to do so, and negotiating her contracts to her benefit. 1938. Ella Fitzgerald. The First Lady of Song was known for her pure tone, excellent timing and phrasing, and her improvisation. She went on to partner with jazz greats Duke Ellington and Louis Armstrong, the latter of whom became a close friend and frequent collaborator. 1939. Judy Garland. Judy Garland was a child star who virtually grew up in Hollywood. Gifted with a powerful voice, Garland began performing as a child and went on to star in numerous movies as a teen with Mickey Rooney. She went on to make critically acclaimed performances in films as an adult, but never won an Academy Award for Best Actress. She did, however, receive a Golden Globe, a Special Tony, a Grammy, and an Academy Juvenile Awards. 1940. Joan Fontaine. Joan Fontaine starred in a number of films before appearing in Alfred Hitchcock's 1940 film Rebecca. She received her first Best Actress nomination for this film and became quite popular as a result. She was known mostly for her melodramatic roles. 1941. Vivien Leigh. In 1938, British actress Vivien Leigh beat over 100 actors, some of who were top draws, to win the role of Scarlett O'Hara, the indomitable heroine of Gone with the Wind. Although this is the role she will forever be known for by many people around the world, she also played Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire, both on stage and in film. 1942. Hedy Lamarr. If the beauty and brain trope had a face, it would be Hedy Lamarr's. Lamarr was not just a Hollywood star during its golden age, but she was also an inventor. She, along with George Antheil, invented a type of radio signaling device that utilized frequency hopping and spread spectrum technology to prevent Allied torpedoes from being jammed by enemy forces. Lamarr was not honored for this invention in her lifetime, but she and Antheil were inducted into the Hall of Fame of the National Inventors posthumously. 1943. Betty Grable. Betty Grable, with her million-dollar legs, became a top pinup girl during the World War II and a top box office draw. She was the highest-paid Hollywood actress from 1946 to 1947 because she also brought in the most money. From 1942 to 1951, her films grossed over $100 million. 1944. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth was another famous pinup girl who remained a beauty and cultural icon. She was originally a dancer, but later became a dramatic actress, making waves as a femme fatale in a number of American film noir. Hayworth remains one of Hollywood's most famous redheads. 1945. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford was one of Hollywood's most successful actresses and comeback queens. By the 1930s, she was as famous as Greta Garbo. She was a popular female icon, portraying young women who were down and out and, through hard work, achieved love and wealth. 1946. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner was one of Hollywood's famous beauties. She began her acting career playing small roles, but became popular among critics and producers after starring in The Killers. She was a favorite leading lady, starring in movies such as Mogambo, The Night of the Iguana, The Barefoot Contessa, and The Snows of Kilimanjaro. 1947, Doris Day. Doris Day was the quintessential American girl next door. Her bright smile and perky personality made her a favorite among moviegoers. As a singer, she was the highest paid vocalist at one point in her career. 1948, Dinah Shore. When Dinah Shore couldn't make the bands of the Dorseys and Benny Goodman, she decided to become a solo act. It was a good decision. Shore became a successful singer and churned out hit after hit. 1949, Sarah Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan's sultry voice won her 4 Grammys, earning her the nickname The Divine One. She remains one of the best jazz singers in the world. Vaughan started her singing career performing illegally as a minor in nightclubs, playing piano and singing. 1950, Debbie Reynolds. Debbie Reynolds had several iconic performances, but her most famous is likely her role in Singin' in the Rain. Reynolds' all-American charm was not lost to the public, who loved her as a singer and actress. She went on to star in other films, even voicing the title character in the animated movie Charlotte's Web. 1951, Lucille Ball. Another lovely redhead makes this list in the person of funny girl Lucille Ball. She led the way for women comedians, starring in her own TV show, I Love Lucy, with her husband, Desi Arnaz. She remains a well-loved cultural figure to this day. 1952, Grace Kelly. One of Hollywood's timeless beauties, Grace Kelly was a model and stage actress, appearing in theatrical productions and live drama broadcasts by the time she was 20. She became a star when she acted in Mogambo, a film that also starred Ava Gardner. At just 26, she left Hollywood to marry the Prince of Monaco. 1953, Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was the blonde bombshell of blonde bombshells, capable of stealing scenes from other stars without even trying. She was the it girl of this year thanks to several successful films, particularly How to Marry a Millionaire and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. More often than not, Monroe's image is what comes to mind when people think of Hollywood glamour and stardom. 1954, Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge was as beautiful as she was talented. As the title character in Carmen Jones, she broke barriers by becoming the first black actress to earn an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. 1955, Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood paved a successful and respected career as a Hollywood actress, starting from when she was a child. At just 16, she played opposite James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause. She also played the lead in Gypsy and West Side Story. 1956, Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot was undoubtedly one of the first sex symbols to win international recognition. The French actress starred in And God Created Women, a film directed by her husband, Roger Vadim. She only has 47 films under her belt, but her cultural impact is unmistakable. After she retired in 1973, she became an activist fighting for animal rights. 1957, Sophia Loren. Tall, green-eyed, stunning, voluptuous, and talented, Italian model and actress Sophia Loren conquered Hollywood effortlessly. She refused plastic surgery, insisting on keeping her natural looks intact. She was the first actress in a foreign language film to win the Academy Award. 1958, Shirley MacLaine. Shirley MacLaine is an accomplished actress, having an Oscar, 2 BAFTAs, 7 Golden Globes, and an Emmy under her belt. She became a star after her performance in The Apartment with Jack Lemmon. She went on to star in several critically acclaimed films. 1959, Ruby Dee. Ruby Dee's most famous role was in A Raisin in the Sun as Ruth Younger. She played this role on Broadway and reprised it in the film version. She also starred in the Jackie Robinson story. She was not only a talented actress but also an activist fighting for American civil rights with her actor husband, Ossie Davis. 1960, Janet Leigh. When Janet Leigh shot the famous shower scene in Psycho, she created a whole new phobia. Actress Norma Shearer herself discovered Leigh and helped her sign a contract with MGM. Lee went on to star in many films, later on marrying actor Tony Curtis, with whom she had 2 daughters, Kelly Lee and Jamie Lee, who were both actresses. 1961, Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn made the Garmin look fashionable, thanks to her pixie-like features, slim figure, and wide, lovely smile. Some of her most memorable leads include Breakfast at Tiffany's, Roman Holiday, and My Fair Lady. 1962, Rita Moreno. Rita Moreno has enjoyed a strong career in film, music, and dance. She is one of only several actresses who won the coveted EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscars, and Tony. Her most memorable role was West Side Story's Anita. 1963, Elizabeth Taylor. Known for her stunning beauty, violet eyes, and knuckle-sized diamonds, Elizabeth Taylor was a child star who made a successful transition to adult roles. She was the first actress to be paid $1 million, playing Cleopatra in the eponymous film. 1964, Julie Andrews. Although Julie Andrews has played different roles, she will likely be remembered as the perfect nanny in Mary Poppins and as Maria in The Sound of Music. Lovely and graceful, Andrews has forged a successful career in music, film, and stage. 1965, Elizabeth Montgomery. The bewitching Elizabeth Montgomery played the not-so-secret witch Samantha in Bewitched to perfection. She cast spells with a swipe of her finger and made magic by simply twitching her nose. 1966, Diana Ross. The glamorous Miss Ross was the star singer of the 3-girl band, The Supremes, and went on to even more success as a solo act. A reliable hitmaker, Ross has received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and the 2016 Presidential Medal of Freedom. 1967, Aretha Franklin. 60 years. That's how long the Queen of Soul's career lasted before she passed away in 2018. She was the Empress of Soul music, a talented singer who mixed rhythm and blues with gospel. Thanks to her, we have some of the most beloved anthems, including Chain of Fools, I Say a Little Prayer, and Respect. 1968, Barbra Streisand. An unconventional beauty, Barbra Streisand began singing in Broadway theaters and nightclubs in the 1960s before appearing on television shows as a guest. She's known for her clear, warm, rounded voice that comes out like smooth velvet. 1969, Carol Burnett. Starring in her own TV show, Carol Burnett became a comedy legend. She pioneered the female-led comedy variety show and performed on stage and film as well. She's won Emmys, a Tony, a Grammy, and several Golden Globes. 1970, Ally McGraw. She acted in numerous films, but Ally McGraw will forever be known as Jenny Cavallari in the film Love Story. Famous for her dark hair and dark eyes, McGraw's line from the film is still part of popular culture today. Love means never having to say you're sorry. 1971, Tina Turner. The unsinkable Miss Tina Turner is not only known for her legs and electrifying stage performances, but also for her turbulent early personal life. She's since made a highly successful comeback and conquered the world stage once again. She broke the hearts of millions of her fans when she retired from performing in 2007. 1972, Carly Simon. Carly Simon knows how to write a song for a woman scorned, and she did so perfectly with You're So Vain. She's released several successful albums that spawned hits and has written several children's books. 1973, Liza Minnelli. With her stunning performance in Cabaret, Liza Minnelli proved once and for all that she was not just Judy Garland's daughter. She's one of the select actresses who has an EGOT. She's retired from performing, but she's still adored for her powerful voice. 1974, Pam Grier. A mix of beauty and danger, Pam Grier epitomized the sexy, confident woman who can take care of herself. Starring in several action films, she parlayed her deadly appeal as a woman nobody messes with. 1975, Donna Summer. Donna Summer defined what disco was, churning out hit song after hit song that was made for the dance floor. She gained global following for her disco, pop, and dance tunes, and kept singing and performing until she passed away in 2012. 1976, Farrah Fawcett. When she starred as one-third of Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett became one of America's favorite actresses. She was not only famous for her bright smile, but also for her beautiful hair. Hers is one of the top-selling posters of all time. 1977, Diane Keaton. When Diane Keaton wore a suit in the Woody Allen film Annie Hall, she redefined style for women. Her quirky, giggly, smart persona is well known and adored by her fans. 1978, Olivia Newton-John. Bright-eyed with a sunny smile, Olivia Newton-John captured the world's hearts when she starred in Grease as Sandy. She went on to have a successful career in music and dabbled in films from time to time. 1979, Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is an acting powerhouse whose performances are always on the dot. A near-perfect method actor, she's been nominated for an Academy Award 21 times, a record that still stands. 1980, Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn was America's sweetheart in the 80s. Starring in roles that showed off her comedy skills, her starring role in Private Benjamin kicked off her successful career in film. 1981, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton doesn't really need an introduction. A talented singer and songwriter, she's written many successful hits for herself and for others. Always lovely and gracious, she is a beloved cultural icon. 1982, Deborah Winger. Deborah Winger solidified her it girl status when she starred with Richard Gere in An Officer and a Gentleman. Feisty, confident, outspoken, and assertive, Winger was known to refuse a film offer if she didn't like the role, the script, or the actor she'd be working with. 1983, Jennifer Beals. Jennifer Beals was the 80s ingenue. With her dark hair and dark eyes, she captured the world's hearts as an aspiring ballerina in 1983's Flashdance, her second film. 1984, Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet became a TV icon in 1984 thanks to her role as Denise Huxtable in The Cosby Show. She also set the trend many times because of her bohemian style. 1985, Molly Ringwald. Molly Ringwald was the princess of the 80s, starring in several John Hughes teen films, some of which are considered classics today. She epitomized the unsure and awkward teen who finds ways out of the quandary and still gets the guy. 1986, Janet Jackson. As part of the world-famous Jackson family, Janet had to come into her own through hard work and some exciting dance moves. Her music is not just sexy, but it's also innovative, with a touch of social commentary on the side. 1987, Cher. Cher has been a star for many years before becoming the it girl of this year, thanks to her Academy Award-winning role in Moonstruck. She's known for her risque fashion, straightforward talk, and independence. 1988, Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith's star shone bright when she won the role of Tess in Working Girl. The film is considered as one of the more realistic depictions of women in the workplace. 1989, Naomi Campbell. By the late 80s, Naomi Campbell was already one of the top supermodels, earning top dollar to appear in print and TV ads and on the runway. She is the first black woman to land the cover of the prestigious French Vogue. 1990, Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts became America's sweetheart thanks to her beautiful smile and easygoing personality. In 1990, she captured the world's attention by starring in the lead role for the hit movie Mystic Pizza. 1991, Gong Li. One of China's treasures, Gong Li is known for her pristine beauty and subtle acting. She starred in several Zhang Yimou films and became an international darling for her role in Raise the Red Lantern. 1992, Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster was a child actress who became a successful actor in her adult years. For her performance in The Silence of the Lambs as an FBI trainee who works with an intelligent and cunning serial killer, Foster won an Oscar. 1993, Whitney Houston. She could sing, but could she act? Whitney Houston proved she could be a wonderful and watchable actress when she starred in The Bodyguard. The film was a hit, and so were the songs that Houston sang so beautifully in its soundtrack. 1994, Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder played the awkward, angsty teen in many of her early films, particularly in Heathers, Beetlejuice, and Reality Bites. She proved that she was more than a pretty face with subsequent roles, including Little Women, The Crucible, and The Age of Innocence. 1995, Alicia Silverstone. When she starred in Clueless, Alicia Silverstone cemented her it girl status for her role as Cher. Silverstone's portrayal of the ditzy but kind-hearted high school girl won fans all over the world. 1996, Renee Zellweger. Renee Zellweger's performance in Jerry Maguire showed how well she could play vulnerable, kind, but determined women so perfectly. She followed this up with other films, most notably Nurse Betty and the hit Bridget Jones' Diary. 1997, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was played by another actress before, but it was Gellar who made her a cultural icon. Her portrayal of the high school heroine with conflicting interests made her a pin-up girl for many years. 1998, Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill's work with the Fugees was critically praised, but she earned even more accolades when she went solo. Her 1998 album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, became a massive hit. 1999, Britney Spears. When Britney Spears shimmied in a hallway wearing a high school girl uniform, she was catapulted to international fame. Her album was followed by others, and she became a beloved international performer. 2000, Gabrielle Union. She was capable of the cheerleading squad moves who were being stolen by another squad. When she fought back at the end of Bring It On, Gabrielle Union simply stole the show. And yes, the cheerleading outfit still fits her to this day. 2001, Reese Witherspoon. Although she starred in other movies before, it was her lead role in Legally Blonde that cemented Reese Witherspoon's stardom. She had a great comedic timing and had a charm that was rivaled by only her beloved Chihuahua. 2002, Halle Berry. Halle Berry had been famous for many years before her Oscar-winning star turn in Monsters Ball. For this film, she became the first black actress to receive the Academy Best Actress Award. 2003, Beyoncé. She doesn't really need a last name, so she went with just her first name. When Beyoncé released her first solo album, Dangerously in Love, she became a massive international star. 2004, Lindsay Lohan. As a child star, Lindsay Lohan showed she had potential for better things. Years later, she proved she had it by playing Katie Heron in the teen comedy Mean Girls. 2005, Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams proved she could play mean in Mean Girls and nice in The Notebook, or anything else in between. Wedding Crashers, The Time Traveler's Wife. She shared the MTV Movie Awards Best Kiss with co-star Ryan Gosling this year. 2006, Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway already stole the hearts of many with her role in The Princess Diaries, but she earned even more praise thanks to her performance in The Devil Wears Prada. Hathaway has since taken on a variety of roles that showcased her talent and beauty. 2007, Jennifer Hudson. No, she didn't become an American Idol, but nothing can stop Jennifer Hudson from showing how formidable her talent is. In 2007, she received the Academy Best Supporting Actress Award for her work in Dreamgirls. 2008, Kristen Stewart. She won the role for Bella, a teenager who falls for a vampire in Twilight. By doing so, Kristen Stewart became a global star, idolized by millions of young girls. 2009, Lea Michele. As the determined and driven Rachel Berry, Lea Michele created a character who was driven, competitive, and even neurotic, but still interesting enough to watch and root for. 2010, Emma Stone. Emma Stone played a Hester Prynne-like character in Easy A, but with a twist. Instead of becoming a tragic heroine, she embraced her imposed identity, went through some challenges, but still won out in the end. 2011, Jennifer Lawrence. For her performance in Winter's Bone, Jennifer Lawrence became the second youngest actress to earn an Academy Best Actress nomination. She became a big box office draw, playing leads in films such as X-Men, First Class, and The Hunger Games. 2012, Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington played leading ladies before, but she came to prominence in her TV role as Olivia Pope in Scandal. By playing an expert on crisis management, Washington proved that strong, smart, independent women can be as beautiful and glamorous too. 2013. Lupita Nyong'o. Her performance as an abused young woman in 12 Years a Slave made Lupita Nyong'o a household name. For her work, she received an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. 2014. Gina Rodriguez. Gina Rodriguez played the title role for the TV series Jane the Virgin. Her performance was praised due to her sensitive portrayal of a vulnerable, smart, and kind young woman who becomes pregnant accidentally through artificial insemination. 2015. Priyanka Chopra. Already an established name in Bollywood, former Miss World Priyanka Chopra put her sights on Hollywood and became a star. She played the lead role in the American TV series, becoming the first actress from South Asia to do so.